What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory, and we are here for Victory Tuesday, the 11th edition of the Old Victory series, and, well, I could get used to more of those this season. So, look, we had ourselves a rough spell there for a few weeks, a 3-game losing streak, tough times, but we're back, baby, and we're tied for the best record in the NFL. NFC right now, the top 3 teams all 11-4. A lot of different scenarios here, but the Eagles could still be the number 1 seed, could be the 2 seed, 3 seed, could be the 5 seed. So many things can happen here. So we're gonna talk about it today. But today, look, a short week. We know the obviously Monday night game. So today would usually be behind enemy lines, but I'm gonna put that out early tomorrow. I want to give this a little time here to enjoy the victory. Right? It's the holiday season. Hope you all had a very Merry Christmas here, but let's enjoy this Victory Tuesday here. This team 11-4. I'm seeing all the slander. I was watching the Nick Sirianni press conference, and just it's wild seeing the comments, but the questions they ask, like, oh, on 3rd and 1, you think you should have ran the tush? Like, come on, man. Let's ask him some good questions here and get some answers we need, not things that are very obvious. But I digress. So, look, this team, obviously has had its ups and downs. We've talked about how many things they need to fix here this season, from the play calling, the execution from the players, offense and defense. And, it's been a wild ride. And look, this team, I still believe, because I saw these things yesterday when we talked about they finally started getting creative with the offense. They started running the ball. Now they got away from those things, but they're showing that they still are the best team in the NFL when they're not shooting themselves in the foot. The mistakes, man, we talk about it each week, shooting yourself in the foot with those penalties, turnovers. Got to stop, man. And, obviously it begins at the top with the coaching, but, the players got to stop doing dumb shit, not tackling, not in so many different weeks and so many different things, right? But we understand that this team, look, new coaches, we have, the coordinators, and we have, all these injuries we're dealing with. And when we get, Dickerson back, that'll be great on offense. But defense, holy hell, Morrow and Cunningham at linebacker with Shaq Leonard, that will be great. You talk about looking at the secondary, getting Darius Slay and Avonte Maddox back, while Kaylee Ringo and Eli Ricks are really showing out right now playing outside. So good things, man. And obviously you got a lot to clean up here, but I truly still believe in this team. And you got the W, so that's all you can ask for here, man. But we're here today on this beautiful Tuesday. Again, hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. But this is a live show. This is for you, the fans. For those of you who are always tuning in, it's whatever is on your mind, whatever you want to talk about. And I will put out early tomorrow the Behind Enemy Lines. You will get to know everything about this Arizona Cardinals team and what the Eagles need to do to improve and whoop their ass and make us feel more confident. So we're going to get into all of it, but let's go, baby. Here with the comments, I'm going to jump over. Oh, we got ourselves a super chat. Let's go. Liz in the building. Happy Victory Tuesday to you all. And look, I missed this show almost a month without a victory show. So look, I know. And the pessimism I'm seeing it everywhere. I understand a lot of people were waiting for this team to, not go out and whoop their ass. We talked about a divisional opponent. They were going to be hungry. This is, what it was going to be. But we were hopeful, right? This team should have gone out here, should have whooped their ass. But you talk about the little mistakes there. Oh, my God. And, some big ones. When you think about it, not going out of bounds by Hurts. I get it. People are freaked out there. To start the second half, then you have that turnover there. That really kind of like changes momentum. This kind of stuff happens each week. You don't want to see that at the end of the season, but you got to hope that they're going to figure it out, use this, learn from it, and get it right before the playoffs. You got 2 more games before it begins. So I'm going to stay positive. This team gets it worked out. You got the win. It's all we could have asked for. You saw the Niners get their ass kicked last night. You saw the Cowboys lose this week. I mean, the Chiefs lost. So you're going to hear the narratives that Hurts is the problem, though. Oh, okay, even though we won. Regardless, we got to control our own destiny, not give a damn what they have to say out there. But that's what I like to see. And look, I got about a little time here, but I'm going to get in what I can. And tomorrow I'll be back. I'll drop that video early and around noon, and then I will get to the injury report, initial injury report for the week. I'm going to do that one, I think, live tomorrow. So, going to get back on track with the Sunday games. They love just tossing this stuff around. Always keeping me on my toes. But yeah, how sweet it is. Good old victory. But good to see you guys in here. And again, hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. I am still I'm really feeling it, man. Like today, I'm just beat. I am tired, but I am pumped up, ready to talk about this win here because this team. Sure, I understand frustrations, and we've been frustrated all season, and we've talked about those things. But not jumping ship, not cutting everyone. It hurts is not, I've seen it all, man. And each week, I tell you guys, I just don't care. And they're going to show up. The people are going to say that. They're going to troll. Just laugh at them. That's all you have to do because, look, we know this team has the talent. They show, even in certain drives yesterday, it's like, oh, yeah, this is the team I'm talking about. And the defense, they're figuring things out with the move. Patricia on the field now, Desai up in the box. I think that's working out well. And some personnel things still being figured out there, but the young guys getting play all over the place, so love that. And we talked about the rookies, being patient with them, hopefully by the end of the season, seeing some. And you've got Ringo, Rick, Sidney Brown, Nolan Smith all out there, Jalen Carter, obviously. But, you didn't see as much Jalen Carter yesterday. You had Brandon Graham inside more, which Sirianni was just talking about. So we've talked about that. You saw BG, you saw Sweat a couple of weeks ago being used inside. So trying out different things. And the offense, that's what we asked for, right? And you saw a little bit of that. You saw some 12 personnel. You saw some pony personnel. You saw some things where it wasn't just a shotgun RPO every damn flight. So, look, they tried at times to get creative, and it worked. And it's like, well, dude, I don't know what they expect. We talked about this. Like, I understand you promoted with the offense. You got a defense that is similar to the one we ran last couple of years. You didn't want to get too far away from what you're doing because you believed in it. Totally get it. But you can't just do the same thing. I mean, and that's every damn week. It's not just every year, man. Teams study you. They figure it out. So I don't know where that idea was, that we're just Chip Kelly here. Like, oh, we're just going to do this and it's going to work because we're better than you. And I get that when you can be dominant, but we haven't been that team. So you got to run the ball. We've talked about that. Like, you got to get back to the basics here, man. I don't understand why there's so much confusion with things. Getting too cute, as I like to say here. But I think if they just stop being cute, get their stuff together, stop trying to, do too much, getting these stupid penalties, doing just, I just things that make me want to jump out of the window, right? I can't do it. But hey, I love it. Look, appreciate you tuning in, Ted, and it will be very huge. And so will Slay. He's been having a great year. And having Rick's there, maybe he unseats Bradbury. You can continue to use Bradbury as a dime backer, helping out with some of these linebackers, especially when there's injuries in the pass game, certain schemes here. And kind of got away. We talked about this last week, but gotten away from the odd fronts. And they're trying different things out with the 4-man fronts. And we've been using that predominantly anyway. But I'm just saying, like, we're really, really using it. But you need to generate pressure somehow here, man. And if you've got to get back to odd fronts and using a single, linebacker, maybe it's just a dime backer, maybe it's Bradbury, and he's been struggling at corner. Didn't have too horrible, but he did give up some receptions yesterday. So it's just like, he's definitely been having his struggles, but I'd love to get Maddox back, Slay. I just want depth here. I want these guys figured out. Little G, go Birds. 2 plays across Boston crazy. Yeah, we talked about that a second ago. You have plays like that that's going to change your momentum. That's going to do things to your team, and it happens each week where we have these stupid plays where you can pinpoint, man, if you just don't do that, you're back in the game. Man, if you don't do that, they're not even in the game. So for me, it's those plays without those mistakes, those mental things. And look, you're always going to have your whiners that, that's not good. It's like, yeah, obviously you don't want that. Like, that's genius. Wow, you're really breaking down some, analysis there. But you don't want that stuff to happen. And, you can say, shit, it's week 17 we're going into. That's not good that these things are happening. But you could also look at things as a whole and just see that you face that gauntlet. You have all these injuries. You have things that truly have hurt, and you have shot yourself in the foot. And you can finally just look in the mirror and be like, dude, what are we doing? We're beating ourselves, right? So you got to just keep it real with yourselves. Get back to basics. Be like, dude, we were just in the Super Bowl. We were better than them. They wet the field. They did what they could with the rest. Hey, look, they got the win. Okay. Let's go get it this year. You need to get pissed. You got to go win this damn thing. Unacceptable for them not to feel any other way. So start to get pissed off. Most Jimmy the Dub isn't good enough. Well, hey, man, young lady, MDB in the house. Appreciate you tuning in. I don't know if you saw Fan Friday when I put your, you had said Merry Christmas. I put your graphic up there, and I put a little baby. Nobody said anything about it, but dude, I thought that was pretty funny. I snuck a little picture in there, but not sure if you noticed. But hey, look, let people be negative, and I'm always going to point out the things that need to be fixed. That's what I do here. I like talking football. I want this team to be the best team. I want to win the Super Bowl, so that's what I do. But I don't get behind, the notion that everybody's got to be fired, cut. I don't follow the media's narrative. I create my own. Like I do analysis of the game. I don't care. It was so funny. I was looking for some like Jordan Addison news, and I was like, man, somebody's got to have it. I was like, doesn't he, fantasy football, somebody? And I couldn't find any fantasy football stuff on my YouTube. And I'm like, that's weird. In years prior, you'd see like some kind of, they give you stuff like, obviously recommended. And there was not a single fantasy thing. And it wasn't even at the top bar. I'm like, do I really not watch anything? And it's funny because I'm in the championship in both leagues. And it's like, well, you just stop listening to what, I do better off just making my own and seeing where it goes. And if you guys like it and you enjoy it, so be it. And if you have different opinions, great. We'll talk about it. That's what we do here. But I just don't get behind some of the stuff they say out there. Jalen Hurts is the leader. Like, what, dude? Did you see him out there? Did you see that pass on 3rd and 20? Like, did you see things he's doing on the field? All the things they say he can't in the pocket, out of the pocket, can't read, can't do that. Each week it's something, and it's hilarious. It's too much for me to care about, though. Seeing the playoff standings, yes, that's why I show them to you guys every show. And on Victory Tuesday, Monday, whenever day it may be, you always get those standings. So let's take a look at these standings. Now, one thing you need to keep in mind with these standings. Now, first, before I get into that, let's look at the NFC East. Oh, yeah, on top. And we were on top when the Cowboys lost. But as I said, I want to win it. And I want it to be ours without any stupid stipulations. We've already beaten them once this season, the Cowboys. We are the better team. Let's win these next two and finish it off number one in the NFC East. Now, the NFC, this is what I want to talk about. So we are 11-4. We're in, second right now. That's great. You have home field for that first playoff game against the Seahawks. If it were to end today, that would be cool. Yeah. But if we win the next two and the Lions win the next two because of strength of schedule, or I believe it's common opponents is what it is, they would actually be number two and we'd be number three. Now, that's fine. You're still a home game against the Rams. You're just looking 3-6, but it takes away from your chances of home games and the higher seed, whatever. Now, we really want to be number one. Now, the Niners, everybody, might lose to the Ravens. They can't lose to the Rams. That's bullshit. It's a divisional game. And the Niners just showed that once Brock Purdy, they don't have all things clicking. He's and I've said it a million times, what they try to say about Hurts, that's who Brock Purdy is. He is a system quarterback. And, honestly, you saw who he was yesterday. They weren't even trying long shots when he was in there. Weren't trying to develop any routes for any of these receivers because he's just not that good. So I think the Rams could whoop their ass. We go win these next two, surprise the world, take that number one seed, and let everybody sleep on us, man. That's perfectly fine. I do not care. But hey, man, you see the Cowboys drop to number 5. You see some of these teams fighting for that 6 and 7 spot. You got the Rams and Seahawks there, but Vikings, Falcons, Packers, Saints, all 7 and 8. So, hey, we got an interesting last couple of weeks, and I'm not sure. Maybe the Bears are still in it if they go 8 and 9, and maybe there's other teams all have to lose, whatever it may be. But look, going to be fun to see how it plays out, but whoever it is, I don't care. I still feel the Eagles, when they're not shooting themselves in the foot, they're not trying to get cute, when they're being creative, opening things up, allowing Hurts and these guys to really flourish, I think they're still the best team in the NFL. And I know they don't look like it the past few weeks in this month, but you got to realize, people, they struggled, they did this. It's like, I also saw this team beat the Dolphins, the Jets, right before was the first loss, right? And season was over. Oh, my God, losing our minds, right? Well, I wasn't. But Dolphins, we talked about getting the job done there. We do it. Then we beat the Commanders. We beat the Cowboys going to the bye. We come out. We beat the Chiefs. We beat the Bills. Okay, we lose to the Niners, Cowboys. The Seahawks one was, but, it's like, look, the man's got the flu. We're trying to do what we can. I'm not making excuses, just putting things into perspective where it's like, if we don't have these things, and those things aren't going to be happening every week is different. And that's why I feel confident that this doesn't have to be the team in the playoffs. They can figure things out. They will figure things out. And I refuse to get behind some of this BS I am seeing. But, hey, let people have their opinions. I hear a lot of Hurts going out of bounds, not enough Hurts. Hey, look, I think that, that was a very stupid mistake. You saw him right away. Oh man, what was I doing? His bad. People make mistakes, but the one thing you got to love about him is he's always looking to make a play. And then that split second decision, he forgot he needed to go out of bounds, which you don't like to see. But he was thinking, I got this. And he was going to barrel into the end zone. So love the fire. Thank God they got the penalty there. But it's like, that's not, these are people waiting for any little mistake. Oh, I told you, I knew it. He's the worst quarterback ever. These people are dick trolls. And I see them out there. I see all the top content creators losing their minds. I don't care. I watched Patrick Mahomes struggle like shit. Josh Allen looked like it. Purdy looked like garbage. All of them. Are we talking about trading them, getting rid of them? They're a bust. No, man, they just don't like Jalen Hurts. First off, a lot of it probably racial, but they just don't know what they're talking about. So it is what it is. But let them hate. I'll continue to educate. We still win the 1 seed. Yeah, man. I'll try to get people on board. And once they do come on board, I'll look forward to hearing how they never said anything wrong. And everyone's the biggest fan ever. And I love it. I want that. Please be fans. That's what fans are supposed to do, is be fans of their team. I don't know when this whole thing is everyone's got to be like Cowboys fans and turn on their team. No, man, I just prefer to break it down. That to me, that it works better. I could be pissed off and break down what's going on. I don't have to. We gotta fire everybody. Yeah, okay. Yo, my man, appreciate you tuning in, and have a great day at work. Those of you who won't break or work, whatever you're doing, appreciate you taking the time. Look, man, still enjoying this holiday season. We got that dub. Yes, we did. Like 65,000 people telling them to run the ball. Yeah, it was okay, minus the fact that it was so funny because I was making fun of like how just dumb a lot of our fans are. And I was sitting here with Chelsea. I was like, you know how many times there's this guy that sits in front, like 2 rows in front of my brother's seats. And every game he has to yell at the fans that are always screaming when it's the Eagles, like 3rd down or something. And they're trying to communicate. And it's like, you're supposed to be quiet when we're on offense. It's like, I don't understand how that's a hard concept for people. But that was so funny to hear Jalen Hurts call them out on the press conference. He's like, yeah, you're actually supposed to be quiet on offense. It's just like, it's embarrassing, and these are the people that are giving out expert football advice about what the team needs to do, firing everyone, cutting Hurts. And it's like, you don't even know that you shouldn't be helping the opposing team. Like that's not what you should do as a fan. I thought that was truly funny that Hurts called them out. Media is pathetic. Yeah, man. And look, man, I just find it truly funny. And you guys know Didinger is one of my heroes, one of my favorites. And I try to put some respect on the game, and one day we'll hope to be in that room. I heard some of the questions just as before I came on here. Truly embarrassing. It's whatever, man, but that's what people like. That's what they support. Nothing I can do about it. I'll keep counteracting it, doing my best to give you guys what I can. But until I keep growing, I can only do so much. But it's weird that I do more than any of them. But it's still, they prefer that. But hey, to each their own. Oh, yeah, he looked great yesterday. He had some really good plays, some really good cuts. I thought he's still fresh. Keep running that damn ball. And Gainwell looked great yesterday too. I enjoyed both of them. We did it. And also, man, Bronco. Oh yeah. Hey, you guys know a system quarterback there. So system QB showing off what he does there, but love to see that. Love being shared. You know it. And hey, look, John, did I not talk about this? And I even made a post. I find that so funny because some of them commented, and I'll come back to it for sure. But they were talking so much trash about the Eagles. It's like, all right, man, you think you're not going to be the Cowboys? All right, let's wait and see. But right on cue. You love to see it. Now, here's the thing, Eagles fans. As I explained, if the Lions went out, we went out, they could have the better seed than us. So we kind of want. I don't even want to say those words, man. Like I really don't. But you kind of want the Lions to lose so that we could have that higher seed. But if you don't care, now, if that 1 seed's in play, you got to go get it. So, So what I was going to say to you guys was you win either way, because if they lose, hey, good. The Cowboys suck, and we always want them to lose. But if by chance the Lions lose, that benefits the Philadelphia Eagles. So weird. But it is what it is. An 11-4 indeed. So here with Clown Banks, he would jump off sides and the quarterback injury him to outlaw the play. No, I didn't. Yeah, there's so many people that you can tell they've never played football. They want to hurt people or whine, or or if you're talking about their rookie Deontay Banks, well, then those are the people that do play, and they're called bitches. And what a little biatch. Some people just can't handle defeat. And look, it is what it is. Not everyone is the Philadelphia Eagles and can deal with adversity. So hey, let them keep sleeping on them, folks. Let them keep sleeping. So yeah, it's weird. It's like, oh, God, it's going to be weird watching it. I'm just going to watch my fantasy football implications and be having another heart attack. Of course, last night I'm like, trying to watch a movie, and I'm just like, keep looking at my damn phone, like, please, God, stop Lamar Jackson and Christian McCaffrey going against them. I had Roquan Smith and who did I tell you? Kyle Hamilton, the safety from Notre Dame, the Ravens kid. Thank God he had like 2 picks. I was like, yeah. So got the win. I actually ended up winning pretty big, but it was still. Hurts did enough yesterday. AJ did enough to give me a nice lead. And woo-wee, to the championship we go. 2 for 2. Both my leagues going to the championship, and I'm hopeful. Now, the one league, it's weird. It's in ESPN, and I didn't even realize this at the beginning of the year, but now it's week 17 and 18 combined, because the last 2 weeks were just combined for this last one. It was really weird. But I guess I got 2 weeks to play for that one. But this week, big. This one's the one. This is the important one this week. So, whoa, let's go. That was pretty funny, man. You see the Chiefs struggling, but you don't see anybody talking about why they have to trade Patrick Mahomes. Nina in here. Let's go. 11-4. Yes, indeed. Truly beautiful Christmas gift. Watching the Cowboys, watching the 49ers lose. Truly beautiful. Hope you and the family had a very Merry Christmas. I know I did. And yeah, the game was a little tough. You hear people whining, but who cares? Honestly, this team, we know the issues. I've talked about it each and every week, each and every day. We know what they need to do. Stop shooting themselves in the foot. Get things together. Get that play calling going on offense, right? Get the defense. Somehow start creating pressure here, man. Get things figured out. They're moving things around on personnel, trying to work out things. I think they will, and I truly still believe this team can win the Super Bowl if they get their head out of their ass, because all the other teams they're talking about, the Niners, the Cowboys, the Lions, all these teams are Super Bowl champs, right? They're better than us. Bullshit. I've seen them all struggle, seen them all go on 3-game losing streaks, lose to the Cardinals. I don't care, man. And anyone in the AFC, they can come get some work too. Now, the Ravens, they look fierce, but guess what? I do not care if this team gets things going. We're the best team in the NFL. Come and get it. 11-4. Love to see it. Love to see it. But, I think that this team just got to keep going. Carl Banks, the ex-Giant. Yeah, I know who he is. But, look, I don't care. You don't have to send it to me, man. Not that I care, but I just won't listen to it. I don't listen to people that don't know what they're talking about or just whine. I don't even listen to Eagles reporters or media or content. I don't do it. I cannot listen to whining people. I can listen to analysis about how the team's bad. That's why I do it every day, because I'd rather talk about what's going on and how we fix it rather than just fire and cut everyone. That is never going to be my mindset. Now, if somebody needs to go, we're going to talk about it. And what we talk about, Quez Watkins not seeing those snaps. He got 1 yesterday, baby. Got my wish, Olamide in there. So excited. You see Covey doing his thing. We talked about that. All those things we talked about. Nolan Smith got to play some off-ball linebacker. All the damn things. So it's like weird. I'd be like, oh, you don't quit on the two. It's like, yeah, I actually talk about things that happen. Weird. I know. Oh, you're offended. Those weirdos. And China, where are you at? My big Dom in here. You need to just handle those people, because, look, they're going to come. Let them, dude. I'm going to keep it real with them. That's just what I do. But don't see David Carr, the Saints bench, brother Moons. Oh, yeah, dude. They're always going to whine about the Eagles. Let them. Didn't see question. Hey, got that wish. And, look, I like Quez's speed, but we talked about it. He's not a good receiver, and he adds speed. If you want to have him out there, I told you, as the 5th receiver, if you want him to be the guy that sees like 1 to 5 snaps, okay. 1 snap yesterday. Let's go. So now you get, Olamide seeing more snaps. You see a great block by a lot of great. Now, obviously, yeah, that stupid play with Boston Scott, but look, man, there are things. What did I talk about? Tight end 2? What did we see? I know you guys were thinking about me when Grant Calcaterra was catching. Look, man, get more creative. You have such great weapons, but you don't have to force feed, man. Things open up when you have great players, and find out what those things are each and every game, because the game will tell you, if you've ever played, So it is what it is. And I appreciate your service. Look, it is, It is insane out there. And I love you guys. And I right now, what I've started finally doing is I'll like find your names. And I apologize to anyone I don't know yet. I'm trying. I try to get to all your comments, but it gets nuts now. And as this bad boy grows, let's go. We're almost at 3,100. All about it. I think that you're gonna have people that, and look, I want to hear what you're mad about. I want to talk about what we can do to fix it. That's what I want to hear. What I don't want is Dan Silio told me we got to trade Hurts. We got to fire Sirianni in week 17. Like that to me is just not even a conversation to have because it's just stupid. I don't know how any other way to explain that, but those are what those people do. They look for clickbait. They need you to click it. So, that's what they do. And, I appreciate you, and anybody wondering why the hell I just called her Big Dom. She's the one who dubbed herself that yesterday. And it's true. She's been keeping it real within those comments there that people always coming at me. And it's so weird as all these things happen. It's like, look, dude, I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to see the light here. And I have no idea if they're going to get it together or do this, that, the other thing. But we talk about how they can improve, what they need to do to improve. And when they happen, it's like, oh, that's weird. It's almost as if I talked about it all week. And I know you sickos see it, but I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone sometimes. I don't know, man, but that's what it's all about, you guys right here. And that's why I make these shows, the live shows, love talking with you guys, because it makes me feel like I'm not insane. Like, okay, they do see what's going on here, right? Like, okay, how about it? I think truly beautiful to see what this team has been able to do. And, we know this team's had its struggles. We've seen it. And we saw the 3-game losing streak. We saw this team lose to the Jets. We've seen struggles when they do win. Now, we've also seen what's going on. We know there are new coordinators here. We know within that, the coordinators have had to deal with injuries. There are things that don't always go your way, and you find ways to adjust within the week, within the game, within, whatever certain time frame you have there. Now, within the regular season, we got to get it figured out. Now, it gets scary when you're in going into week 17 here, and you're like, oh man, we're still making mental mistakes. We're shooting ourselves in the foot. But the thing of it is they were showing, as I've said throughout the show, they were showing you yesterday, they're getting more creative. They're doing things on offense that's like, oh, that's the team I'm talking about that can put up more points than anybody. Defense showing with the young guys, they can do anything to stop teams. Just need to get pressure, man. And you've got the talent to do it, so figure it out. Now, we'll go more in depth throughout the week as we do each, but there are things that I've seen that show me that this team, and you look at their record, you look at the stats, you look at anything you want to, it's like, damn, like they're actually having a good year. They're pretty good, but it's these stupid little things that, Goddard slipping and getting the pick 6 for a touchdown. You talk about, the running into each other and there's a fumble, like that kind of stuff. You eliminate that and you're even better. Wild, right? So I still believe in this team, and they're a very productive team. I agree with you 100%. And we talked about Hurts, having a 4,000-yard season, feeling that not only could he rush, but I think he's going to pass more. And, obviously when you're struggling more, you pass more, but I think at times we could run more and do things, but he's having a phenomenal season. And, you're always going to have haters questioning his leadership. You're going to have questioning this, that, the other thing. You saw last week, most of the content creators were done. He sucks. I can't. Bro, and I've already seen it today. Like, all right, man, like, please don't tag me in this stuff. Like, I appreciate you guys. I love you, but I don't want to hear, I don't care. And I hate even seeing it when I'm scrolling. Those just the hot take artists. It's too much for me. I want to talk about what's wrong and break that down, but also talk about what's right. We talked about a lot of what was right last night and throughout the show here today. So that's what it's all about for me. And I appreciate you guys. Yeah, man, they sure do. So, all it really is we talk about, earlier in this video, Dank, that, you just need somebody to be that leader. And it's Jalen Hurts. It's Nick Sirianni. It's all these guys getting together, and they'll be just fine. They'll get right back to where they were, and they'll be winning the Super Bowl. So let people hate, but hope you guys are enjoying this Tuesday to the best of your ability. I will be dropping tomorrow in the afternoon. I'm going to drop behind enemy line. I'm not sure, man. I'm going to try to record it tonight. I don't know. And maybe I will record it, but I don't know if I'll drop it, just because if it's too late, then it'll be stupid. But I want to get that information. I'm not done yet with the graphics, but I got pretty far last night. So I want to talk about that stuff. I want to break more down about this game, and I want to talk about how we can figure things out against a team like the Cardinals, Jonathan Gannon, who knows Jalen Hurts, Nick Sirianni, Brian Johnson, this whole staff. So it's going to be a fun game, and we should be able to kick their ass, but it is what it is. Now, in my championship in fantasy, of course, this dude has Kyler Murray, and he had Trevor Lawrence, but he's like banged up or something. I'm looking forward to this one, baby. So going to be fun breaking all this stuff down throughout the week here. And look, I literally I try not to. I try to have conversations with people, but if there's just people not even talking to me or just hot take artists, you guys know I can't stand most of those Eagles content creators or the Twitter people or anything with the blue check marks because always lying, always whining, and that's just two things I cannot stand. So hey, best of luck to all those people that follow people that never get anything right and always lie. Hey, maybe one day they'll get something right. You got to just keep hoping that maybe one day their guesses will get things right. But if not, you could join the sickos here and I don't know, maybe talk some actual football. I know it's not for everybody, but weird to see those people out there just so furious all the time. It's like you don't even know what you're furious about. Okay. Trying to say they're new in the locker room, but I think these people have just never played football before. People get pissed off when things are going wrong, and the camera crews, the media, these people are looking for these things. They are trying to pick every little thing apart. So yeah, you can tell they've never picked up a ball of any sort other than someone else. Nah, never mind. We're not going to go that route. Look, I just think that, this team, yeah, they have issues here and they get pissed off because they know how good they are. But like, come on, man. AJ Brown's a diva. He's got to go. I saw people attacking him last week and, you're too good or whatever they're saying. It's just like, shut the fuck. Like, dude, these dudes are professionals. They want to win. They really do. And they are trying, I promise you. But that loser mentality people have, I don't understand it, man. I'm a fan. Like, the only thing I need to do is root for my team. And then when I'm pissed, but I talk about what I'm pissed about. It's like, I just don't get it. And I know everybody, we have to talk about it every week because we have to deal with it. I know, but we've got China here in the big Dom role and she's going to take care of it so we can continue talking football. Please, for the love of God. Yeah, man, it's too funny to see the narratives they try to put out there. That's why I just laugh at them. You think we slay back Sunday? No, I would really give Ringo and Ricks this time. They've been doing great. And I would continue seeing, and we talked about probably going to use all four again with Bradbury and Roby, the veterans, with the other two rookies there. I think it's perfect. Helping these guys out, helping them grow. I know how people feel about Bradbury, but let's get these guys ready for the playoffs. But also, in the same token, maybe if he's ready, get him back for week 17. Let him play the first half, and let's go whoop the shit out of the Giants this time around. That next time we play them in week 18. But maybe get him back to speed. And Avonte Maddox, you could say the same, because I don't want to just throw him into the fire come playoff time. Like, well, let's just hope we get back and gel things together because I want this team to gel. And we talk about how important it is to have continuity. And we haven't had that in the secondary. And we're finally getting there. And now all of a sudden, it's like we're, but we'll see. But I would try to get some in. I would try to get them in before the playoffs. So we'll see. But truly my pleasure. You guys keep tuning in, doing your thing. But yeah, man, you got to keep doing that. You got to keep playing them as they are. Yeah, man, that was so ridiculous seeing that stuff. It's like, what are you guys doing, man? Like, if anything, like, why don't you tag them and tell them how good they did, or you're a fan of them? Like, why don't you support them? I don't know. A wild idea. I know. Or you could just be Cowboys fans and hate your team unless they're winning. Weird stuff. Max back for this game and the rest of New York. I don't think you're going to get him back for this game. But I think, you slowly ease him in at practice just because that pec is kind of a little more serious there. But I think that, with the timetable, so you got to be careful here. If he comes back, I think, again, limited reps, but I would like to see him either this week or next. I think next week maybe, but hey, if he's ready, man, he was a full participant all week, but I talked about it. You got to make a roster move then. So let's see the health of everyone else first before we decide, because you have to take everything into consideration. You have to look and, okay, well, Cunningham, Morrow, they're back. We can do this, we can do that, whatever you want to do. I'm just saying, you have to look at everything. So we'll take a gander. Had to stay off extra. Oh, man, I do. I have actually, ever since, these fans got my account banned, and all, I just was like, look, bro, these are just some haters that want to steal my content. I'm good. So I stopped talking to people, stopped doing stuff. I'm like, I got my sickos here. That's all I need. So I love you guys. Appreciate you tuning in here. And I always tell you, if you got something, you want to tag me, you want to talk, I use all of these platforms to try to, help you guys, see when I'm putting out shows or information. I want you to be able to see this stuff, but I'm not a fan of using it. The negativity is too much just in the world, period. So the Eagles are my escape. That's why I created the show. So to see just people that don't know football always just trying to tell everyone all the issues, and then people follow these people that don't know, and it's like, why are we thousands and thousands of subscribers and followers to these people that literally don't know what they're talking about? Like, why are we doing that? Because then you got all the people that subscribe and follow them repeating it, and it's just, and then I'm an asshole because I teach them how football actually works, and it's like, dude, I'm just trying to help you understand the game. Like, what do you mean? Like, none of this stuff is actually how it works. Every year, man. Passionate about the team and winning. Yeah, man. I don't want like a punk ass. I don't want people like our new fans. I would never want our players to be like them. They want our players to have fight, and these guys can't even fight themselves out of a wet paper bag. So I really I don't care what people that literally, fold so easily have to say. I don't care. They're not built for this fan base or team. And look, man, they're definitely humans. You guys know I've been able to interact with a bunch of them because of making my connections, and they, have had thanks for me. And my source, why we became friends was, hey, man, you treat them like human beings. They appreciate that. They see all this stuff people say. They like, what the like, it's a different world, man. And back in my day, they didn't have this kind of stuff. And, you see older players like, oh, they should be allowed to, get harassed at all times. It's like, no, they shouldn't, man. You should stop being a punk bitch, like, and whining. Like, maybe try that. I don't know. But these people weren't built for a lot of this stuff. You can see it, man. And, people will do things. They'll drive their big trucks, get tattoos, join clubs, do whatever to act like they're tough. But it's like, no matter what you do to act like it, we all see you're truly a bitch deep down inside. So we'll see. But no, I don't follow the 49ers. Eagles here, my man. Saying people will suck the fun out of it. They always try, but not going to happen with me. I'm always going to bring that fire, always going to be excited. But yeah, and they wouldn't. Oh, they'll be giving them HJs the time they say, oh, trust me, bro. That's way too funny. Way too funny. Way too funny. But guys, I got to get rolling out here. Hey, man, and I appreciate that. I really do. But I'll be back again tomorrow. I'm going to drop behind enemy lines early if you don't see it late tonight. And then tomorrow you'll have your initial injury report. Let them, dude. They don't know anything about football. Shaq Larry, hell yeah, man. Look, I try to tell them sometimes it actually kind of takes time to learn a system, and it being 2 weeks, and everybody, oh, it should be an all-pro level. And it's like, no, I just don't get it. Yeah, man. And it's look, I appreciate you saying that, stopping in here, Yos. Look, people are unbearable. And I do my best to not only just like be positive, but like be knowledgeable, like actually know what I'm talking about. That's how I'm able to stay positive. If it's time to be negative and quit, I will tell you. I will let you know. Like when we talk about with the Wentz seasons, I keep it real with you. Trust me. And when I told you guys he was gone, everybody wanted my head for that. Sorry, he and Doug Peterson were going, and nobody wanted to listen. Jalen Hurts could never. And well, I mean, here we are. And dude, I try so hard, and it's not always positive, but it's real. It's the facts and it's the truth, and that is what I stick to. So I appreciate you stopping in, and all of you sickos that keep tuning in. If you guys know any other sickos, hey, reach out, let them know where to come. And you guys sharing this stuff, retweeting it, doing whatever, that truly helps. Like nobody likes my stuff or retweets or on any of the platforms. So the few of you that do, I truly cannot thank you enough. And the more you keep getting it out there, the more we can help these fans that follow people that don't know football. We can help them stop whining so much. It's unbearable, man. And that's exactly what it is. They want clicks. They want dude, it's terrible. It really is. And it does. And that's why I created this group, man. And it started as a Facebook group that turned into, I was on my hospital bed dying, and I wanted to talk about the Eagles, and I was sick of people that didn't know football crying. So my girlfriend pushed me to start on the road to victory, and here we are. Then, hey, why not a YouTube? Boom, boom, 2021, we start the YouTube. A couple years later, here you sickos are. Can't thank you enough. And we're going to. I've already been at those closed practices. You saw me kill their narrative that the Eagles were the worst team in the NFL. Jalen Hurts was getting sacked by ghosts. I went, said, nope. He's looking like he's playing at an MVP level. This team's going to the Super Bowl. Weird, because I got to tell Howie that too. And then we did. So, well, when they see me, they know the truth is here. So, hey, they can keep trying, but I'm coming. Don't worry. I was very happy for Shaq. I was thinking about all the haters and Covey. I was like, oh, I wonder how they're doing right now, because each week they pick a new person that has to be cut or fired every week. And it's like, they got to be having a tough season, because those people usually have like a great game or do something awesome the next week. It's like, and then they always just pretend like nothing. I've been a big fan since '83. It's like, oh, cool, man. Dude, so this is one of those people begging, playing for attention on Twitter. Oh, yeah, he's terrible. I can't do it. So, Nina, Ted, look, all of you, I know it is tough. And I love you guys. I appreciate you guys sending me pictures like on the big screens for Christmas, stuff like that. Like that. You guys put me on your TV. I don't know what you want that ugly mug scaring your children away, but I guess if you got any rats, birds in your house and you want to scare them, you can toss me up there. But dude, it's so cool to know that you guys want to tune in. You want to watch these shows where we have the Fan Friday, the Victory Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't give a damn day. Any day. But I can't do this stuff without you guys. So I love you. A big shout out again to Liz. Thank you for that super chat, like stuff like that. That all truly helps. You guys hitting the like button, subscribing. As I said earlier about the retweeting and doing stuff like that. Those little things, I need all those little things to help keep growing. And, the dream is to work for the Eagles, change the game, change these narratives and make it more. Let's get some good questions to the players and coaches. Let's find out what the actual issues are. And, not only can I do that, but I would love to be part, and I've told you, I want to be Dave Spadero on crack. Like, I want to be part of the organization. I want to do that, but I also want to be part of the fan base. I want to help people. I want to get people riled up. I want to get you ready to run through an effing wall while teaching you exactly what's going on. I'm not saying all of you need to be taught anything. I'm just saying, I want to talk about football, and that seems to be very lacking out there. So if that's my niche, whatever, I don't care, man. I really think that we're going to the top, baby, and I can't do it without you. Let's just say that. But Shaq, yeah, man, it's unbearable. You guys know it. It is. Blog, you can get press pass. And look, I've talked about, the press pass, certain things like that, but so many things go into being able to do that. When I get that and do that, I need to move closer and do things where now I will drive if I get a press pass. Don't get me wrong, anything like that. But that's why my dude will take me to whatever I can go to. We talk, when he has things open up. It's all about it. But as he continues to help me try to grow where I can get my own pass, that's what it's all about. Hello to you, Teresa. Hope you had a very Merry Christmas. But yeah, well, hey, I can talk to the players without it. So look, but I hope to, do it the right way too. I do enjoy the fact that I've made sources closer than the media has. I like the fact that I get somebody that's with the players every single day, not like a media source who's guessing or making stuff up for clicks. I get it from a person that's actually there. So you always know you can come to me for facts. And I know that ruffles a lot of feathers, but look, I fly high around these parts. I stick to the facts, and you sickos, you keep tuning in. That's all I ask for. Be Dave on crack. You and Chelsea have to get married at the link. We've already had that conversation, and look, I've said it a million times. Look, we can do whatever you want, but like my brother, when he got married, he had they came out to the Eagles fight song. That's just the Eagles cufflinks. That's something that's part of the family. And my brother's wedding was a very extravagant wedding. Hilarious that he still got that, but that's don't worry, and she knows that she's part of it. The insanity, we will definitely, but I might have to do more than that. I just, whatever could be more than doing that at the link, but I can't steal that from him now. So I got to figure something out, but I've got some great ideas. Don't worry, but I'm with you 100%. But I think my work ethic, that's the most that I think will get me to where I'm going. And it's not that I want to take his job. I want to just help this Eagles organization from the inside and out. And I think I'm the perfect man for the job. So going to keep doing my thing here. You keep tuning in, and we'll keep growing here. So again, thank you. We're almost at 3,100. That is truly awesome. Glad you guys enjoy the content. If you ever have any questions, you want to talk more about whatever, you can always comment down below. You can always comment in any of those places down below. Reach out. You want to talk about life, whatever it may be. Always here for you guys, and cannot thank you enough for being here for me. I truly hope you had a Merry Christmas. Hope you're ready for the new year, making your resolutions, making things right. Let's go. But the Eagles going to make things right, and we'll be talking about that. So, again, tomorrow going to drop behind enemy lines around the afternoon if it doesn't come out tonight. So, we'll see. But tomorrow live, I think I'll do the initial injury report just to talk about some of these things, when guys are coming back, what's going on. Just I know a lot of people freak out about those initial injury reports. So, we'll talk about that. Then Thursday, you will get the top matchups between top 13 between the Eagles and the Cardinals. Friday, Fan Friday with the game status report. Before that, of course, Saturday, practice squad elevation. So we're back to the regular schedule, minus the whole behind enemy lines because the damn Monday game. But I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in here all the support, all the likes, subscribing, everything. You guys are awesome. You truly are. So you deserve a great Christmas. I hope you had one. It's also my brother's reception. That's what's up. Hell yeah, man. And diehards in these parts. So appreciate you sickos. And one last time, let's take a gander. Sitting at number 1 in the NFC East, the Philadelphia Eagles, and number 2 in the NFC. And look, we need the Lions to win, weirdly enough, because of the strength of schedule there. Or I think it's common opponents. I don't know why I keep saying that. But let's see. We control our own destiny. We just keep winning. Hope the other things happen. Let's effing go here. But have yourselves a great rest of your day. Enjoy these holidays. If you need me, feel free to reach out. But until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there. Stay sane out there. And as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!